Welcome to RRTV Sports Talk covering Super Bowl 57. And while we're on the topic of Super Bowls, Tom Brady retired today, a year after he initially retired.
Both on February 1st, last year and this year. He needs to go. Retire 7 Super Bowls. I would have retired if I was on the Bucks too.
Well, like 500 team that made that division is so bad. You win the division and you're almost 500. That's crazy.
He lost to the Cowboys and called it quits. I would have done the same.
Well, no, Cowboys are good.
No, they're not. Stop lying to yourself.
Cowboys Super Bowl champion.
All right, so let's talk about this upcoming Super Bowl. We got an Eagles versus Chiefs Super Bowl 57, and I just like to state that the Bengals are. Oh wait, no, never mind. The Bengals. What am I talking about? The Chiefs are so lucky that they're here. They literally are the luckiest people in the world that. The Bengals end has no idea how to do his job and gets a roughing the passer call with less than a minute left.
Both teams were really lucky. That was the worst NFC Championship and AFC Championship I've watched.
It was
I know.
Lame. The game just ended on a penalty, so there's no drive.
Did you see the guy in the locker room after?
Yeah.
He was so mad.
Yeah, Jermaine Pratt.
He was like, you just can't keep your hands off the quarterback. I was like, bro, you're a professional. You cannot do that.
Yeah.
Bro was so mad. Eagles. So the Eagles led the league with 70 sacks this season, which is too shy of the record. Also, 4 players on the Eagles set career high sack records. Linebacker Hasten Reddick with 16. Defensive tackle Javon Hargrove with 11. Defensive end Josh Sweat with 11, and defensive end Brandon Graham with 11 as well, which are all career highs. And the NFC Championship game was so it was not a fun game to watch. First of all they hurt Brock Purdy, and then who did they bring in? Josh Johnson. That is crazy.
Yeah, that was a big blow to the 49ers losing Purdy like that.
I know. What quarter did they lose him in? The first quarter?
They lost him. Yeah, they lost him and
it was. I saw it was a blow to the elbow.
Yeah, it was a terrible injury. It's like a UCL.
Yeah, he tore his UCL and
Oh really? I thought it was to his elbow. I guess it was to his knee. Well, at least he's got all season in Cancun to recover. Eagles limited the Niners to 164 yards total in that game, which is crazy.
They couldn't throw the ball, so they just had to run it.
Yeah, they put that all on Christian McCaffrey. The Eagles also have the second lowest regular season yards allowed, averaging 301.5, second lowest in the league. Look at that. They got the highest sacks and they second lowest in regular season yards allowed. That's an elite defense right there. We haven't seen a defense like this in a long time. A young, healthy defense.
Reminds me of the Panthers in 2015.
With Luke Kuechly?
Yeah.
Dude is a dog.
Josh Norman before he got stiff-armed by Derrick Henry.
How could y'all not stop Peyton Manning?
Because it was Peyton Manning. That game was so rigged too. I don't want to.
Let's compare Hurts versus Mahomes. Hurts had 4,219 total yards this season, while Mahomes was sitting at 5,250 total yards. Hurts had 35 total TDs, and Mahomes had 41 total TDs, which I think he led the league in touchdowns for a quarterback. But also don't ignore the fact that Mahomes had 7 more interceptions than Hurts, and which I would make a case that Hurts is also a better out-of-the-pocket quarterback because, he knows when to run. And sometimes Mahomes can make good plays out of the pocket, but he doesn't know when to just give up. And maybe that'll cause him to, force the ball down the field and throw a pick or something like that,
I definitely think that Mahomes had more pass attempts than Jalen Hurts this season, though.
Yeah, that's true because the Eagles' running back room is a lot better than the Chiefs. They have Boston Scott, who's been going off the past couple games.
Sanders has been having a breakout year.
Yeah. And no, Boston Scott scored 3 touchdowns in his last 4 games, and then but the 2 games before that he was hurt, so who knows if he would have gone like crazy those games too.
Yeah, Eagles have a really balanced offense. See, you could pass, you could run. I think the Chiefs got to learn how to contain Jalen Hurts, Devonta Smith, and AJ Brown.
Right, yeah. Devonta Smith was 11th in yards with 7 touchdowns. And he's a sophomore. He's like a sophomore receiver. That's crazy. 11th in yards in the league. And I think I don't know who he fell behind, but I know Justin Jefferson was first. He had a great year. Almost had 2,000 yards. I think he had like 1,850 or something like that. Miles Sanders was 5th in rushing yards with 11 touchdowns, and I know he's pretty young too. When was he drafted? 2018?
I'm pretty sure 2018 or 2019, if I'm correct.
But I mean, like, you can just look and you have this young offense with the Eagles, and I mean, like, I don't think that's something the Chiefs have. They don't have longevity in their offense. I mean, Travis Kelce's getting old. I mean, he's still a dog, but I mean, there's no telling how long he's going to be in the league
32,
for.
Tight ends don't last too long.
Yeah, right. They're taking so many blows and stuff like that.
Yeah, so many hard blows
and like hits and stuff like that. The Eagles Eagles record 17 interceptions, tied for 3rd in the league, and Chiefs. I mean, yeah, I think the Chiefs. I'm pretty sure they were they had 11. Like, they weren't nothing special. They have like a mid secondary that only recorded 11 picks, and yeah, I don't know. But let's talk about like
the Chiefs. They don't have many receivers either. They don't have many weapons for Mahomes.
Yeah,
MVS did pretty
Tyreek
good.
Hill's in Miami now, so
yeah,
and that was his main receiver.
Yeah, but without Tyreek Hill, they're still doing good. I mean, Isaiah Pacheco, they just drafted him in the late rounds out of Rutgers. He's been pretty good at running back and replacing Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and they got Valdez Scantling from Green Bay in free agency, and I'm pretty sure he had like 100 yards against Cincinnati in the championship game.
Yeah, with that back from Rutgers, if they can figure out that line a little bit, I think they can have a more versatile offense, rather than just like they can still be pass first, but also have a better option than CEH, because he's not the best.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the two. Okay, so we established that the Eagles were first in the league in total sacks, and the Chiefs are not far behind. They're second in total sacks. So, I mean, this is going to be a crazy game because, we have we literally have the 2 best lines in the league going at it. Miles Sanders is going to be on his toes. Jalen Hurts going to be on his toes, which I think is going to force him out of the pocket, and I wouldn't be surprised if he has over 1 rushing TD. This game, yeah. Let's talk about the Kelce and Mahomes. Talk about the Kelce and Mahomes combination. The relationship between these guys is crazy. They connected for 1,338 yards and 12 touchdowns this season, averaging 6.5 receptions a game, 78.5 yards a game, and it's Kelce's second best season with Mahomes. Behind his Super Bowl winning season in 2020.
Yeah, that's a good duo in Kansas City over there. I mean, no Hill. I mean, there's no problem there. I mean, just he keeps finding Kelce. These linebackers need to learn how to guard him or stay with him. Eagles need to build a game plan around there with Kaiser White.
Yeah, I know. I think the Eagles have been so focused on rushing and blitzing this season. I think if they need to take their outside linebackers and make sure they're really keying in on pass coverage, because that's really going to help them this game.
Yeah, they're going to really need that.
They're not going to put a corner on. They're not going to put a corner on Kelce just because of the pure size difference. So they're going to put a linebacker on him.
Kelce's hard to take down, so they're going to have to put a couple.
Yeah, he has pretty good yards after catch too. Yeah. I don't know about his yards after contact, but his yards after catch is pretty high.
I mean, Mahomes is going to look for Kelce the whole time. I mean, they have Eagles have James Bradbury and Darius Slade guarding down MVS and
Smith-Schuster.
And Sky Moore as well. I think he's going to have to look towards Kelce more in the Eagles.
Yeah, I think the Eagles are going to have to. I think the Eagles are going to have that locked down because they recorded 17 picks. They had arguably one of the best. I mean, they had one of the best secondaries in the league. Tied for 3rd with picks, and their total yards allowed is it was it was second lowest in the regular season. So, I mean, they're not going to be giving up big plays. And
The Eagles got a young, electric defense that's just playing so well. I don't see them doing too bad.
Yeah, I also think Mahomes is gonna I don't know. I think he needs to get out of his mind to not be Superman in this Super Bowl, because I don't want him to force something downfield and try and
get it picked off.
Yeah.
He's also playing with a hurt ankle. So.
Yeah, no, that's.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He was. It was a sprain, right?
Yeah, a high MCL sprain. But the Eagles' defense, if they can keep Mahomes off the field, that's the way they're going to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Their offense, I don't see that. I mean, Chiefs don't have a terrible defense, but I don't see them stopping Jalen Hurts every drive. And their O line's great. Lane Johnson, Jason Kelsey, a lot of good guys there. But they're getting older too, and not only that. The Eagles also have a top 10 pick in the draft, so they're only going to get better from there.
Yeah, that's true. If they can, I don't know. What do you think they're going to do with this draft?
I think they're going to look corner, because I have a feeling James Bradbury could possibly leave in free agency, so they could go with a guy like Christian Gonzalez or something, or Joey Porter.
Yeah. They might look corner, but I mean they could also look line, because as you said, these guys are getting old. They're still great. They're still great linemen, but
Jason
Kelsey's he's going to retire after this season.
Oh,
soon.
maybe
on the new heights.
That's going to be a brother on brother matchup in the Super Bowl. That's crazy.
Winner has bragging rights.
Yeah, at Thanksgiving, that's going to be the most tense Thanksgiving ever.
Yeah.
I know, but Kelsey already has a ring. I think
both of them
have a ring, but one of them's gonna have two. But if Kelsey wins this, if Jason wins the Super Bowl, then Kelsey's gonna have to come back, or Travis is gonna have to come back. And he's gonna keep playing. He'll have to come back with another ring.
I don't see Travis Kelsey retiring.
Yeah.
I think he has maybe 3-4 more years in him.
Yeah.
He hasn't experienced bad injuries for him to want to retire because of injuries. I mean, the only reason I could see it, or age, or wanting to be with family, and Tom Brady. I just see that. I don't see Travis.
Travis Kelsey's game is he's a big, fast guy.
Yeah, I mean, he can move pretty quick for his size.
Yeah.
It might be Jason Kelsey might have what was that tackle's name for the Rams? Whitworth? Andrew Whitworth. It might be like that. He might retire at the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Eric Weddle did that too.
All right, let's hear some score predictions. What are you guys thinking?
I think it's going to be 2021, where the Bucks and Chiefs faced off, and they just contained Mahomes, and he's playing injured. So I think the Eagles are going to win in a solid fashion, maybe 34-17. I think Hurts is too good and just keeps finding A.J. Brown. They can't guard him.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do about A.J. Brown. That guy's a dog, too.
Yeah, and Devontae Smith.
Yeah. I also don't, I think the game might be a little bit tighter than that, but I'm not sure. It might be, I was thinking either 31-24 or 28-24. It really, it's really gonna, I think it's going to come down to the wire, but I think the Eagles are going to show out on top. But I don't think it's going to be a 2-score game. I think the Chiefs can force the ball downfield well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the Chiefs can get some good drives in, but I don't know how well they will do in the end zone.
Yeah,
the red zone with the Eagles defense. So I'm going to go with 27-35 Eagles.
27-35 Eagles.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a nice pick. I just think Philly's defense is too dominant for any team to keep up, really. And as many times as I've said, they've had a cupcake schedule, which they did.
Yeah, they had a very
defense.
schedule.
I can't lie, their defense is really good. And Nick Sirianni, I want to give him credit for being such an amazing coach and how he's turned that team around.
Yeah, really. He can lead a young offense and a young defense and just an electric team overall.
Yeah, they were able to turn around their team pretty fast from their last Super Bowl.
With the young team,
what was their record last year?
Last year they made it at the 7th seed at maybe 9 wins against Tampa. They played against Tampa, got blown out.
Yeah, I mean, they really turned that team around to what was the regular season record?
They had 2 losses, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so what was that, 15-7?
Or maybe they had 3. I know 14-3 or something.
It was probably, I think 15-7. What am I talking about? And then, so the spread is set at plus 1.5, meaning they all the analytics are saying that that KC is either going to be within one. Like they think it's going to be a real tight game. They think KC is going to be within 1.5 of the Eagles, but it's also minus 1.5 Eagles. So then, like they're thinking it's going to be a 1 or 2 point game, which I just don't. I don't see that happening.
I see that being like too close.
Yeah,
I see that too close.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. And then the over-under, I think, is like 49.5, which I think like they're gonna blow that. I think if they're gonna if it's like a 30, if it's like 34-24, I mean, like that would mean like each team would score like 25 points. I don't see that happening. I think it's going to be higher than that. I think the Eagles are going to. If the Eagles do win, I feel like it's going to be down to the wire or blowout. It's not going to be like a touchdown and a field goal away game or something like that. I think they're going to blow them out. It's either going to be a blowout or like a 3-point game or something like that.
Yeah. Also, Andy Reid was previously a head coach for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh, that's right. Like back in the this guy's been coaching forever.
Yeah, Eagles Chiefs. He's a Hall of Fame coach. One of the greatest coaches to do it. Revenge game. He's going to look after they did him wrong in 2013. I'm pretty sure they let him go, fired him after pretty mid-year.
So yeah, I think that like the analysis for the game, I think it's going to be a high-scoring game.
Yep.
I think there's going to be a lot of outside the pocket plays between the two quarterbacks. I think there's going to be a lot of pressure on the front. I think the Eagles need to attack the corners. I think they need to use Scott and Sanders a little less, or throw Sanders some passes. But I think they really need to attack the corners. And I'm predicting at least one Jalen Hurts rushing TD.
Yeah. That's a lock.
It's part of his game is running, and they're going to have to find a way to stop that.
Yeah, I mean, Chiefs are going to have to bring the pressure. Eagles are going to have to bring the pressure. And I also think a key for the Kansas City Chiefs, if they want to stay in this game, is to block. Because 2021 was not it when they just let Mahomes
their
by himself.
O-line just folded every time.
Yeah, but they definitely improved that O-line since then.
They can't let Patrick Mahomes get hit like that.
Yeah, no, especially with this
already
angle.
Hurt, so that could take him out the game, and they're
keep him safe.
Back out.
And as a Ravens fan, I know we just tagged Lamar the other day. I think we need to I think Hurts sets a great example, even though he's younger for Lamar. How to treat a franchise, and his play style. I think Lamar should kind of mimic, because I think Lamar's not a great out of the pocket passer. So I think if you mimic Jalen Hurts, if he's calm because he's behind a great line, he's behind Stanley and Patrick Ricard playing fullback blocking for him. I think he could really up his game and play his style like that.
Yeah, I think Lamar needs to play safe, because the past 3 seasons he has been getting injured quite a bit. That's why I think the Ravens are hesitant
to pay him a lot of money. I think Harbaugh needs to now that Roman's gone, I think there's going to be a lot less of Lamar.
Runs.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot less dangerous runs. I think there's going to be a lot less screens getting players injured, because screens are one of the most vulnerable plays to be injured.
Yeah, easy to get blown up.
Yeah, if there's a bad blocking assignment, it's really easy to get blown up. So I hope whoever we bring in is ready to change up our play style a little bit, and I hope Lamar is willing to adapt to it.
I think the Ravens are just too predictable. They've been a run-first team for so long now. I think teams are just countering that. That's why they've been struggling a little bit.
Because even when we didn't have Lamar, we've had some of the best running backs in the league come through. We've had Ray Rice and I'm blanking on his name right now. Hold on, I'm blanking on his name.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Oh, Jamal Lewis, that's what I was thinking of.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Jamal Lewis and Priest Holmes. I mean, those are some of the best dudes to come through the league. So I think we still have 2 really talented running backs, Edwards and Dobbins. They're both pretty young, but I think we need to find a way to utilize them where we're not just running all the time. And I think Dobbins is capable of that. He had some pretty good pass. Ohio State had a pretty good pass game when he was there, so I think Dobbins could. I I think Dobbs can really kind of turn it around.
Yeah,
and be
you
a
gotta
great
stay
receiving
healthy,
back.
though.
Yeah, I can't believe he got injured in that preseason game the other season because he was due for like a big blowout year. I hope he has a big breakout year this year. That'd be great for him and his confidence and what he's been going through. He's been injured a lot, so if we can keep him healthy, I think we're gonna really turn it around this year.
All right, to get back on the Super Bowl topic, who do you guys have first score in the Super Bowl?
First score.
First score and what?
Oh, first score. I'm calling it Eagles touchdown. I think there's gonna be like a series of mid sideline throws, and then I'm predicting Jalen Hurts is gonna run it in for a TD on the like 2 or something like that.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'm gonna do kind of the same thing, but I think it's still gonna be a rushing touchdown. I think they give it to Miles Sanders. Like they're like close to the goal line. They just hand it off to him, give him some good blocks, and he just rolls into the end zone.
I feel like it's going to be Eagles' first score touchdown. It's going to be a pass to A.J. Brown in the end zone.
All right, maybe like a goal line fade or something.
Yeah,
like that. He throws it all. But I also I don't think the Chiefs are going to score the opening drive. I think they have been pretty decent on opening drives in the past, but I hope the Eagles are going to lock it down.
Yeah.
Oh, can you imagine they run the Philly special like they did with Nick Foles? That'd be crazy.
Honestly, that play was low-key lucky.
Yeah.
No, that would be a great play. Like, that's a great play to run with Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, because
he's fast. Yeah, Nick Foles is like a dad, bro.
Yeah.
Nick Foles ran that play in cargo shorts.
All right, we talked about the scores. Who do you want to win?
I want the Eagles to win. I'm sick of watching the Chiefs, march to the AFC and then end up losing in Super Bowls. Third Super Bowl in 4 years, and they have like one win. I hope the Eagles put them in their place and send them to Cancun to vacation.
I mean, Mahomes has been impressive. 5 years starting, 5 AFC championships. I mean, that's
crazy.
It doesn't get better than that. It literally can.
Yeah, I mean, he's off to
name another young quarterback doing that. I wouldn't even trust Lamar to do that.
Yeah,
Lamar can't even get us to an AFC championship with one of the best rosters in football.
Yeah, when they all went 13-3, lost to the Titans. But anyways, I personally want the Chiefs to win because I'm tired of all the Eagles fans not knowing their place.
Don't know how to act.
Yeah, they don't know how to act after a good season. They talk too much. And
well, I think part of that's because they had a pretty crappy season last year, so I think they're.
I feel like Philadelphia fans are just always
in general
wild and rude.
I'm an Astros fan. I'm glad the Phillies lost.
Nick Bosa, Eagles fan.
Oh yeah,
taunting.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Bosa?
Didn't he flick him off or something?
Yeah, he said he started just cussing at him. He's just like. Someone said, "How are those fines?" And he said, "They're good because I can at least afford them." And he just called him a broke B word.
Dang, that's crazy. I think Bosa's still going to win Defensive Player in the Year. Yeah, that snuck up on me. I didn't even know how well he was doing. That's
I think
crazy.
Hassan Reddick's more deserving, to be honest. Though I mean, 5.
Yeah, because was he hurt last season or was that his brother?
That's Joey's always injured.
Yeah, so I don't know. I know Nick's been hurt in a few past years, but I mean I'm not.
I feel like Nick is gonna win it this year.
I think Hassan Reddick should have been a candidate still. I find it unbelievable. I mean, they had Chris Jones over him.
Yeah,
who didn't have a bad year, but I definitely think Hassan Reddick had a way greater year than he did.
And also, who are you thinking for Offensive Player of the Year?
Offensive Player of the Year got to be Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson, I think that's a good pick. I think Justin Jefferson's a good pick, and I think Jalen Hurts falls right behind. But I think Jalen Hurts is going to win Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah, but Justin Jefferson, I mean, he's 24. He's not even in his prime yet. And
he's still at 1,800 yards.
Yeah,
I think it was 1,850. That guy's crazy. I hope. Maybe he'll get traded to a better franchise because I feel like the Vikings aren't it, and I feel like if he's sent to a better God forbid he's sent to the Chiefs or something like that if they can afford that.
Yeah.
Well, okay. First of all, his next contract's going to be big money.
Yeah.
And if he's sent to the Chiefs, it's game over. Everyone in the AFC better watch out.
everyone in the AFC already needs to watch out. I mean,
Yeah.
Mahomes with no really weapons. I mean, it's a wide receiver one.
He's already doing all this with no weapons besides Kelsey.
Yeah.
This comes to show how good Mahomes is.
Yeah, works with anything.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
work with whatever he has and still send him to the Super Bowl.
So, Rylan, what was your who was your winner? You're thinking Eagles.
Yeah, but I want the Chiefs to win.
You want the Chiefs to win, but you're thinking Eagles. I don't want the Eagles to win, but I'm thinking
He's
Eagles.
a Cowboys fan. I'd assume he'd want the Eagles.
He's just I think he's just a little salty.
But I'm gonna be non-biased and honest. I definitely think the Eagles are gonna win it.
All right, we're signing off for RTV Sports Talk.
Yep.
This was Super Bowl 57
Oh, yeah, and our
podcast.
guest was Oliver.
Oh yeah, this is Oliver Way, freshman at Ocean Lakes. See ya.
Yeah, it was great. See ya.